Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's a name I've not heard in a long time. Long time. Excuse me while I bring up some notes. Well, hey there everybody, welcome back to Tom's Tech. This is my movie channel where I talk about all things movies, reviews, discussions, questions, anything I want to talk about. I talk about it because that's what YouTube is good at. So, today news broke. I woke up to the news that an Obi-Wan Kenobi spin-off movie is happening. It is in the works. They apparently don't have a script, but they do have a director. Ewan McGregor may or may not come back is what they're saying. There is no way Ewan McGregor doesn't come back as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Take it to the bank. He'll be back as Obi-Wan Kenobi. I guess this movie will take place between episode 3 and episode 4. It will be Obi-Wan in the desert. So I didn't just want to make a video and be like, yay, Obi-Wan movie, woo! Because it would be a 3-second video of me just doing that. So, and waving the lightsaber around. So what I thought I'd do is I would give you guys, before we know anything about the plot, before anything gets released about what this Obi-Wan movie is going to entail, I thought I would give you guys a list of the top 5 things that I want to see most happen in the Obi-Wan Kenobi spin-off movie. So, before I get into the list, obviously I want it to be an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie in the desert on Tatooine, looking after Luke. So that's a given with this list, okay? That's what I'm basing, that's the basic premise that I'm gonna base this list off of. So, here we go. In no particular order, these are the things that I want to see, the top 5 things. These are I haven't ordered these at all, so the first thing I want to see happen in the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie is Obi-Wan realizing, oh shit, Vader survived. You know, oh shit, he's alive, and he's now causing millions and millions of deaths around the galaxy. He's working with the Emperor, and, you know, it's my fault because I didn't do my job right. You know, I didn't kill him, clearly. I thought I did because last time I saw him, he was on fire. But clearly, I didn't do my job. I didn't kill him. I didn't finish the job. I should have finished the job. I didn't have the heart to do it, and I should have done it because now he's causing all this havoc across the galaxy. So that's the first thing I want to see, is Obi-Wan realizing, holy shit, Anakin survived. The second thing that I want to see happen in this Obi-Wan Kenobi movie is Obi-Wan going through the training that Yoda sent him on at the end of Revenge of the Sith. If you remember, at the end of Revenge of the Sith, Yoda says to Obi-Wan, "In your solitude on Tatooine, training I have for you." And basically what he was saying was, I'm going to teach you how to become a Force Ghost. Because he says, you know, teaching you how to communicate with Qui-Gon, or I'm going to send you to learn with Qui-Gon's ghost, because we know Qui-Gon did turn into a Force Ghost. He couldn't fully manifest himself, but he, you know, he could speak to people through the Force. So Obi-Wan on Tatooine training with Qui-Gon's ghost, or with Yoda, on how to become a Force Ghost. That's very, very interesting to me, and that's the second thing that I want to see in this Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. And the third thing, remember the third thing that I want to see happen in this Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. The third thing I want to see happen in this Obi-Wan Kenobi movie is Obi-Wan, obviously, you know, looking after Luke and watching over that hut and things, and we saw it in Star Wars Rebels a little bit. But Obi-Wan having, you know, meeting Uncle Owen and having those disagreements that Owen spoke of in A New Hope. You know, that wizard's just a crazy old man. I don't want you anywhere near him. You know, I don't like him, blah, 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 blah. All that stuff that he said in episode 4. You know, and Obi-Wan saying, you know, that's your uncle talking, you know, things like that. I want to see where does that come from? You know, what made them hate Obi-Wan so much? What made them want to keep Luke away from Obi-Wan? What happened? I want to see that. Alright, we move on to the fourth thing I want to see happen in this Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. I want to see Obi-Wan, you know, going, you know, it's got to be this almost Logan-esque kind of movie, you know, the one-man struggle against, you know, through this harsh desert environment, and they tried to explain it in other forms of Star Wars canon, like in comics and things, about the Tatooine environment and weather just being so harsh that it ages you quicker than most other planets. And it also kind of messes you up a little bit, you know, upstairs. So I kind of want to see that happen there. I want to see what that does to him. I want to see him getting used to the harsh environment of Tatooine, because we haven't really seen that. And it hasn't really been explored. It got explored a little bit in Star Wars Rebels with Darth Maul struggling to get through the Tatooine desert while he was looking for Obi-Wan Kenobi. And, you know, he was, for the lack of a better term, hallucinating things. So I kind of want to see Obi-Wan go through that. What does that do to him? And remember, that could also be a way to explain why he didn't remember R2-D2 in A New Hope. Because if the Tatooine environment is so harsh and it messes you up mentally and physically, maybe he loses his memory a little bit. Maybe that happens. Alright, we move on to the last thing I want to see happen in this Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. And the final thing I want to see happen in this movie is Ahsoka Tano. Now, for those of you who are big, huge Star Wars nerds, you know who Ahsoka Tano is. She was Anakin Skywalker's apprentice in Star Wars The Clone Wars. She's also come back in Star Wars Rebels. And I think maybe not have her be, you know, one of the main characters, but having her pop up in this movie, I'm not saying it has to be an Obi-Wan and Ahsoka movie, I don't want that, but having her show up and maybe wrapping up her story in this movie is the way to go. So those are the things I want to see happen most in the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. I do think, without a doubt, Ewan McGregor will be back. He's been talking about it, they've been talking about it, it's going to happen. Now, will we see Vader in this movie? I don't know. Personally, I don't want to see Vader in this movie. I don't. If it does, I'm not going to complain. I just hope that if it does, it's because it makes sense for this particular story that they're going to tell, not because, hey, it's Vader and we need to put him in the movie. So, thank you very much for watching. If you like this, subscribe to my channel, share my channel around, comment, let me know what you guys think. What do you want to see in this Obi-Wan Kenobi movie? What are the 5 things you want to see most? Let's have a discussion about Star Wars, because it's one of my favorite things to talk about in this entire world. Thank you very much for watching once again. May the Force be with you always.